How's it going, everybody? This is Dr. Jeff. I'm the Chief Medical Officer here at Rythmia Life Advancement Center in Costa Rica. I'm filling in for Gerard Powell, our CEO. He's on vacation still, so I'm always excited to fill in for him, give you a couple ideas about what we're doing down here in Costa Rica, give you some support. Hopefully, I'll answer some questions that you guys might be thinking about as you prepare to either come to Rythmia or as you integrate in what you've learned as an alumni of Rythmia. So something that's really interesting that I've noticed on property here in Costa Rica is that I believe in the duality of the human race, that we have a physical self and we have this other part of us. And this other part that's not physical, there's a lot of different beliefs about what that other is. Some people say it's our soul, it's a spiritual self. Some people say it's our consciousness, it's our brain, it's the other part of us that's intellectual. Some people say it's energetic, that it's vibrationally, there's a frequency that's different of this other part of us that is connected to other things outside of our body that would be considered nature or the universe or things like that. But nonetheless, I believe that there is this duality. And what does that mean for our Rythmia Way program? The Rythmia Way program is a week-long program that has a lot of different modalities that we offer you, and we help you connect with your true authentic self. And some of these modalities are very well known, like yoga and meditation, and we have a concept called breath work. A lot of you might be familiar with that now, or some of you might not be. And then we have a lot of workshops and classes and instructional things that we teach you. And then we have a plant-based medicine that's a psychedelic called ayahuasca. And we offer 4 of those ayahuasca sessions during the week. And this is kind of like our main focus during the week within our program. And the reason we're in Costa Rica is because we've built a really good relationship with the Costa Rican Ministry of Health. And we're the only medically licensed facility in the world that's allowed to serve people that qualify medically this drink of ayahuasca. So during this whole process and during this week that I've been witnessing almost 20,000 people go through our program, I've seen that the physical self, and I knew this before, but the physical self is imperfect. Who we are as people physically, we have flaws. We're human. We might make mistakes. We might have a broken leg. We might have, imperfections. We might think negatively. There's all these different things we do to our bodies and that we're exposed to that make our bodies not like so perfect all the time. And if you're thinking in the energetic way, you think, well, the physical self is vibrating at a sort of a lower frequency than the emotional or spiritual or the soul or that other part of us. And all of us became dissociated at a very young age. And what does that even mean? Well, it means that we learned usually between the ages of 2 and 7 years old is when this happens. We learned that it's not safe to be us. We learned that our needs were not going to get met if we stayed true to who we were as little kids. Now, this is a subconscious process that occurs when we're very little and we realize there's something happening around me that I can't control. There's needs that I have to be met that are not getting met. And the way I'm engaging with the world is not allowing these needs to get met. So I need to shift. I need to morph into something that's not really me. And then when I do this, I see that my needs do get met. And then I go, oh, wow, cool. This is good. And then I start to go down this other pathway of emotion and disconnect. That's not even who I really am. And then I'm no longer between the ages of 2 and 7. I'm older, and now I'm completely lost. I'm dissociated. I'm going through life in a numb, unplugged way. And that's where a lot of us are now in our lives, if you haven't been to Rythmia. That's how I was before Rythmia or before plant medicine. So what the goal is, in my opinion, of life and what we help facilitate here at Rythmia. The goal is to figure out what it is that you're showing the world, and then be able to make peace with that and plug back in to your true self and actually unite you with, thank you, to reunite you read my mind, Sylvia, thank you, to reunite with the true authentic you and merge back. And then through that merging process, you heal all of the pain, all of the things that happened during that dissociated time. A lot of it's from childhood, a lot of it's recent, and that's the goal. That's what we're working towards. So this duality that I've experienced in humans, and since I've been a therapist in Los Angeles for many years, working in healthcare for 35 years, different health agencies, and I'm a doctorate level trained psychologist. I have a master's degree in public health. I'm from California. I went to UCLA. And what I've seen in my patient population, whether it's at Rythmia or in those rehabs I used to manage, or in the psychiatric hospital, or in general healthcare and wellness that I used to manage as well, what I've seen is that if the physical body and the spiritual self get on the same page, then they can have clarity and they can have a connection that helps them feel grounded and helps them really own their true self. So how does this even happen? How do you get the physical body on board with the spiritual or energetic or consciousness you? There's a lot of different ways to do it. In the Western medical model that I was trained in, it's a little harder in the Western model. There isn't a lot of tools that really help you connect with yourself. There's some, but oftentimes in the Western model, we're remedying symptoms. And if I feel sad, I want to get the sadness away. If I feel anxious, I want to just not have anxiety. And the Western model isn't good at like looking underneath that and figuring out, well, why are you anxious? Why are you depressed? Why do you feel these ways that are not benefiting you? And so what we've found with ayahuasca and with breath work and with meditation and with yoga and all these things we offer is that helps your physical body get on board with the spiritual you or the emotional you. And how does it do this? Well, one of our shamans who serves ayahuasca, he's one of my favorite shamans, his name's Mitra. He's amazing. He told me one time, he said, when you drink ayahuasca, you drink a cup of nature into your body. So if ayahuasca, which I agree is a cup of nature, and it has the energy of nature, it has the same frequency as nature, it is nature, it's two plants that are mixed together. If you take that into your body and drink it, your body absorbs the ayahuasca, the DMT, the active ingredient, and then your body will get on board with the spiritual you. The frequency of your body will emulate the frequency of the spiritual self. That process is often difficult. That's where we have what's called a psychosomatic response when this happens. And what that is, it's getting rid of all the emotional baggage we're storing in our body. So if your physical body has to get on board with your spiritual self, your physical body can't be holding on to sadness and anxiety and trauma and all these different pain and suffering things that we've been through. It has to get rid of them before you can connect with your spiritual self. So how does that even happen? Well, that's what a purge is. That's what throwing up is. And oftentimes people drink ayahuasca and they throw up. And that's what that is. That's a release of an emotion. Sometimes people don't throw up. Sometimes people go to the bathroom frequently during the ayahuasca session. Sometimes people yawn really deeply. I like that purge. That's my favorite. And some people will like kind of shake a little bit. Their arms might shake or their legs. They might cry. They might laugh. They might yell out. All of that is a psychosomatic purge. And so once the body has released all this emotion that it's been holding on to physically, then it can get on board with the spiritual, energetic consciousness duality second part of the person. And that's where you connect. And that's where you're one. And that is where all the clarity, all the insight, all the breakthroughs happen. It's a beautiful process. It's incredible. And so at Rythmia, that's what we are striving to achieve. We're trying to get you to see who you've become, merge back with your true self, your soul at all costs, and then heal your heart. That's our program. That's what this whole thing is about in a week. People are shocked by how quickly this works because their whole life they thought that if they had all this trauma or all this history of problems, that it would take just as long to kind of come out of it, or that they'd always be battling it, always be facing it. It's not the case. When you're ready, you can heal it quickly because as a human, it's not instinctive or natural to be in a dissociated, unplugged, traumatic place your whole life. You're wounded. You need to get past the wounding. You need to heal. It's a natural place to be connected. And so our mindset over the years and over our lifetime has been, well, I don't want to connect because I don't want to feel all those emotions that I've been holding on to since childhood. They're scary to me. It's intimidating. The good news is that it's not as bad as you think it's going to be. You don't have to relive trauma. You don't have to go through the pain again. Sometimes people have memories that are upsetting, but it's something that's totally doable. I've seen 20,000 people through here almost, and everybody can handle it. It's a beautiful process. You also have a lot of support while you're here. We have over 220 staff people that work here. There's a lot of people, and everybody's focus is on you to provide support and to provide guidance. The beauty of this program is that you do the work. No one does it for you. You're the only one that's going to heal yourself. And that's a new concept for a lot of us. We're used to having other people tell us what to do. We're used to having experts do the work for us. You've been told your whole life that you don't know what you're doing, that you have to leave your well-being in the hands of other people, that you have to follow gurus, you have to follow doctors, you have to follow psychologists, you have to follow the experts. That's what you've been told your whole life. Now, all of those people have a lot of knowledge, and they're very smart, and they're loving. Some of them, some are not, but they're good people that have good intentions. But it has nothing to do with you. None of that has anything to do with you. You are your own person who needs to have your own healing. It's funny how you might have heard advice from people your whole life. You got to build trust and start to be in a relationship that's healthy. You have to let go of the past. You might have heard that your whole life from people, from your parents, from your friends, from your therapist, and you never were able to do it. You get to Rythmia, you have an ayahuasca session, you have a breathwork session, you have a workshop, you have a moment to chill out and just be with yourself here on the grounds that are beautiful. And then that advice actually makes sense. You come up with that emotional connection to that advice, finally. And then you do that and you start to build trust because you finally trust yourself. So nothing happening at Rythmia is rocket science. This is all really basic, really simple concepts that will help you plug into who you really are and have success in your life in the ways that you really want to. We have a lot of people from all over the world coming to Rythmia, every continent, every country, almost, and just people they're searching for something. They've been to therapists, they've been on meds, they've tried all these different things, and none of it's really worked. Maybe it's plateaued them or gotten them to a certain place, but now they really want to go deep and figure out these things and get on track with their life. The best thing I ever did for not only myself, but for my family and for my kids and for my clients that I work with and just for me in general is actually connecting with the true self, actually healing me. I'm not very, very helpful to anybody if I'm not okay with me. I had to heal me first. Oftentimes, you guys always heal other people. You help other people. You support everybody. You're paying the bills for everybody. You're the go-to person for everybody. And that's great. That's an amazing trait. You're a very loving, caregiving person. But this is for you. This is the time for you to come. We have all different walks of life. We also have scholarships for people that can't afford this. This is actually very affordable for what this is. If you compare our cost to other places out there for retreats and different sort of, wellness retreats out in the world, we are very, very affordable. We're on the lower end of cost. So this is well worth the money. It's well worth your time. We have CEOs come. We have politicians. We have we have single moms. We have amazing different people that are all in different walks of life, college students. We have professors. We have just, you name it. We have law enforcement. We have veterans of the military who do very, very well. This program is amazing for trauma. Trauma is a big one. So don't wait any longer. Take this week for you. Get the tools you need, heal yourself, then move on in your life with this new outlook. We also have an aftercare plan that's 13 weeks that helps you transition home. And you get that when you come here. It's an app on your phone. We've thought of everything. So this is an amazing opportunity for you. I highly recommend you pick up that call, pick up that phone, make that call, book your week. We're open every single week of the year, except for the last week in December. Every single week of the year, we have people from all over the world coming here. You get here on a Saturday or a Sunday, you leave the next Saturday or the Sunday. 1 week, it's all you need. You can heal yourself. You can get the momentum to move forward in life in the right way. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys come here soon. I hope to see you soon. Costa Rica is a beautiful place. I've been here 10 years. I love it. Thanks. Pura vida.